Today we're going to continue and complete our story on bringing back the whooping cranes. And if you remember, the first day we talked about how we saw them and how we didn't get to see them because there's only a few of these rare birds left, and 60 years ago there were only 20 birds. Then yesterday, we read about how cranes were in danger, and we read that whooping cranes are in danger for 3 details or 3 reasons. We asked ourselves the question, why are these birds in danger? And the reasons we read about was that they lost their habitat or their home, they were overhunted, and people started collecting their eggs. And considering they only have 2 eggs a year and only one of them hatches, that means that not many were hatched if people were collecting their eggs. So the 3 reasons why they were in danger was because they lost their habitat or their home, they were overhunted, and people started collecting their eggs. Today we're going to learn about saving the whooping crane. And one question you could ask yourself is, okay, saving the whooping crane. Well, how can I save them? Let's see if we can read about how we can save the whooping cranes. In 1970, the whooping crane was declared an endangered species. It became illegal to hunt cranes or take their eggs. This helped, but it was not enough. What's one way? We found out that one way was it's illegal to hunt. Well, why did we make it illegal to hunt them? Because they were endangered. We just found a detail. So let's write that down. I'm going to write that down over here because I ran out of room. So one reason that we are saving them is that it's illegal to hunt. Let's keep reading. By the early 1980s, only one small flock of whooping cranes was left. To help bring back more cranes, the International Whooping Crane Recovery Team was formed. What's another reason why we're able to save the cranes? They created a recovery team to help save them. So they created a recovery team. And that word recovery means that they were helping to recover them or get them back. So they created a team or a group of people to concentrate on bringing them back. And if you look at this over here, you'll see this caption that goes to a picture. And it says, people feared we might lose the last whooping crane flock to an oil spill. And then you look at these 2 men here, and these 2 men, here's the oil spill, and you see the whooping crane right here is covered in oil. And these 2 men are working to help the whooping cranes. So let's keep going and see if we can find another. Today, the wild whooping crane flock numbers nearly 200 birds. 2 new whooping crane flocks are beginning to form. One of the new flocks lives year-round in Central Florida, and that's down here. Chicks are hatched in Maryland, which is right here, in Wisconsin, which is right here, and in Alberta, Canada, which is up here in Canada. Chicks from the Florida flock are hatched and raised in captivity. So here's their eggs, and then here's a little whooping crane chick. Later, the chicks are released into the wild. And here's our grown whooping crane right there. Let's see if we can get another reason how they're saving the whooping cranes. The recovery team wanted the second flock to migrate. This was a challenge. In the wild, chicks learn from their mothers how to migrate. But chicks hatched in captivity do not have mothers. How do you teach cranes to migrate? How do we do that? You use an ultralight aircraft. While the chicks hatch, the sounds of an ultralight are played with the sounds of a mother bird. So they had to use an ultralight aircraft to teach them how to migrate. Ultralight aircraft. How did they teach them how to migrate? Well, they taught them how to do it by playing the sound of it. Let's keep going. When it is time to migrate south, the young birds follow the ultralight the same way they would follow a mother bird. In 2001, the first flock raised in captivity followed an ultralight aircraft from Wisconsin to Florida. People who train the cranes wear protective clothing. They never talk to the birds. So you can see that they're completely covered so the birds don't see their face. The birds had to be shown the way only once. They were able to fly back on their own. 5 of the birds made it back to Wisconsin in the spring. And here's a picture of the ultralight. And here's a picture of the birds migrating with the ultralight. An incredible recovery. Whooping cranes have made an incredible recovery. Their story shows how humans can help protect wildlife. We should be alert to other animals whose habitats are in danger. We may be able to prevent them from disappearing too. And that is the end of the story. And we were able to ask ourselves questions to find the details within each chapter. Next time you read a story, ask yourself questions and find the answers while you're reading them. Enjoy reading. Bye, guys.